I don't have a good way of sitting there and transitioning that. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. We're in the home stretch of Horizon Zero Dawn. We are very close to the end of the main campaign, and I've been kind of saying it as we've been kind of going. I'm very much so going to miss this game. I had the same reaction with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like, I missed the main character. She was fantastic. I'm gonna miss this character. So, as much as I don't want to necessarily dive on in, that's what we came here to do tonight. We're coming here to shoot people in the face with arrows. Much like Assassin's Creed. So that's what we're gonna do. So I hope everybody is having a fantastic evening. I hope everybody had a great Saturday and an even better Sunday. And at least for those of us in America, hopefully not having to go to work on Monday. That's for all of you people that actually have jobs right now. I'm always on President's Day weekend. Hit me up with those jobs. Hashtag need a job. So I did a little bit of playing off stream the other night. Yesterday. So just trying to kind of finish up some of the oddball kind of annoying stuff. So stuff like picking up all of the vantage points, picking up the cups, picking up the flowers and the figurines, just because they were pains in the butt, and they don't require anything more than just going and finding the way to get to this specific area. Not necessarily the greatest gameplay. The other thing I ended up doing was I ended up going and doing all of the hunting grounds. Again, not necessarily great, because a bunch of them were kind of trial and error-ish, but I got it to the point where I got the highest marks in each of the trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds. So we can go back to Meridian and we could actually go and get new stuff. I did, unfortunately, find a couple of quests, one of which I kind of did kind of on my own. I kind of said I don't want to play this off stream. I don't want to play it off stream, but you know, I happened to be there. I figured I may as well just do it. As it turns out, you know, it wasn't necessarily story breaking or anything. It was just kind of, okay, this dude drinks the blood of the machines. Weird. So.
Here's the bridge Jira mentioned. Now to see if I can find the track. No telling how many people pass this way. But this was a man with a cart, so...
Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, hell yeah. I can call mounts now. I forgot about that. Okay, now what? Where'd it go? Which way does it go? Does it go this way? Ah, I'm going the wrong way. Come here, buddy. I love that. That's awesome. Oh god, what are those things?
He left Not the tracks. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. What's around here? Someone's possessions. Kendrick's? There's goods scattered everywhere. And a little blood, too. Either he fell, or...
Probably didn't fall.
There's enough blood to worry me.
What's that? Oh, it's a Thunderjaw. We're gonna avoid that. We don't need to go after him right now. I've taken on enough of those guys lately.
Must have had time to find the
What in the shit is all that? Tramplers and a Thunderjaw.
This chest looks like it's a boss we're on making. At least he's easy to follow. Just hope he's okay. The barrel. This scent reminds me of... Yes, Aaron's breath. That's a bit of well done, hit.
Okay, we're just going to avoid all of these nasties. Yes. Hey, buddy.
Am I glad to see you, stranger?
Are you Kendert? I'm a friend of Jira's.
Huh? I'm a husband of Jira's.
She heard you'd gone missing. I tracked you. What happened?
I was coming to join her. A sandstorm blew in, I sought shelter. It didn't work out. And here I am getting read as a Karja priest, my goods scattered in a herd of tramplers.
Oh, shit.
There's only so much you can do to make me look less of an idiot. But could you get back my scrapper sap?
That would be the stuff down there with the herd of tramplers?
I'm not proud, I'm just a brewer, and maybe 5 bottles of that is worth more than I am to Jira.
Okay. Crap. Alright, well.
Now you're hunting me.
Come on, light on fire, damn it. Come on, guys, run away. Oh, they're not running away. There we go. Owie. Need one more and then we can get out of here. They're all mad at me. Every single one of them. So we'll just avoid them for now.
Huntress. Thank you. Oseram's finest, this stuff. Keeps you warm in a snowstorm. Strips the grit out of a gear wheel.
Ew.
Kendert, why did you set out so unprepared?
Hammer to steel of the matter is, I did it for love. When Jura said she wanted to leave the claim, I consulted with the Ilderman. I won't repeat what they said. You won't like it.
You've got me curious.
No, I've already dug myself a hole deep enough to swallow a thunderjaw. It was my mistake not going with her. I've had time enough to see that. Maybe it's not too late.
No, it's not too late if you go get her.
Stocking up at Day Tower. Good luck.
Return to Gira. Okay. Fast travel. Alright, I think that pretty much ends all of the quests that we have yet to do. I think this really puts us right at the tail end of having to go to Meridian, having to whoop ass, and ending the main campaign. Which I'm hesitant to do, because I mean, there's still DLC to do, but I don't want to do it yet. Like, I want the game to go on more.
Spies have released Prince Itaman from Sunfall.
Yeah, that was us.
Little Spark. Any sign of that man?
I
Yeah?
found him, Jira. I think you two will have a lot to talk about.
I like a good story. And a good drink. It's why I'm good at what I do.
He's bringing you both. Kendert wants to be with you. He regrets that he took the word of the Ilderman.
Women know their place in the claim, was their word. It's the Karja's son that bakes their brains and gives them such thoughts.
That's...
The tribe. You can't bear a grudge. It'd make you go mad. My silly man. Little Spark, how can I thank you?
Thanks is all I need.
There'll always be a drink for you at Hunter's Gathering.
Well, thank you. Ooh, there's something over here.
Now that Prince Itaman has returned to Meridian, is the war well and truly over?
Maybe. We'll have to find out.
being soaked from melted snow.
There's a thing. I can see it. I can see it. Where the hell is it? Is it over here? It's not the boar. I can see it. I can see the thing.
The sun shines on hard work and honest sweat.
Alright, where is it?
I like the sight of a clean floor. A small thing, still.
Are we on top of it somewhere? Where the hell is this thing? That little... Ooh, that's a long way down. Ah, there it is. It's on top of the crane. Sneaky, sneaky.
Don't pass up these
And letting Derval live.
Take a look at these wares.
Can I get at it? I can. Got that one. Okay. Alright, let's check out the... Let's check the merchant here. Any weapons we don't have? No, not really. Really, I don't have any of those. I can't buy that. Yeah, because I can't actually shoot those arrows. Interesting. Okay. Shadow Stalwart Heavy. Aha! Don't have one of those. Okay, don't have one of those. Got those. Ooh, you can buy echo shells here. Alright, potions. Full, 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 full. Good. Ammo, don't really need. Sell anything. Anything we don't need. Really can get rid of all those sparkers. Don't need the fast travel packs. Okay. Modify outfits. Modify. Okay, I guess got a little bit of everything, huh? A little bit of everything. Okay, so we've got all the good armor. I cannot modify that stuff anymore. Carry capacity. I don't have all the stuff to do that anyway. Alright, off to Meridian. I did that. Okay, I did all that stuff. Did all that. Okay, now we can go to Meridian. Go. Sure, we're all good. We're still good with... Still good. We're not dropping any frames. We're in good shape tonight. Awesome. Woo! This is the part. This is the part where I think I may need to put an SSD in here, just because those load times are kind of a bit of a bear. Use the create job function to help find specific resources. What the hell is that? I had no idea something like that existed. Alright, let's go get our Blazing Sun rewards for doing all of the hunter quests. Because we whooped the ass out of those quests, that's for sure.
Everyone needs a splash of color. Ah, you're back. Did you bring me something lovely?
Yes, we did.
Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty. Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Now, there's another person that wants... This is not this person. This is the person that sits there and gives you all of the hearts. Which we don't need. Well, let's go up here first and turn in our stuff. Then we'll...
Hawk Radovin Khan Padish, cherished brother.
I never would have expected
And
you to
son
bring
of
down
Talabad
Venmo.
Khan Padish.
I'm kicking myself for not
Beloved
seeing your
father.
potential from the beginning.
Let their memory and sacrifice be a beacon for all hunters,
for saving him without
all
bloodshed.
people to follow.
What can I do for you today?
I have all of my sons.
How are the trials going for you? Have enough marks for a weapon yet?
I believe I have enough here. What next?
You brought in all the sun marks at once. You're going to make a lot of hunters jealous.
Yeah, because
Not
we
that it
whooped
takes
ass.
much. I'm pleased to present to you a Lodge Blast Sling, a Lodge Rope Caster, and the Lodge Warbow. Congratulations, you're a master hunter of the Lodge. All I can give you now is encouragement.
Okay. Let's open up our treasure boxes. All things we're going to get rid of, because they're greens and blues. Okay. Inventory resources. Get rid of. Get rid of. Oh, don't do that. Weapons. Okay. Ooh. This one is just explosives. This is sticky bombs. This is fire. Okay, we're not going to mess with that one. Okay, we're going to modify weapons. We're going to modify this bow. This thing is freeze and shock. There we go. So we know what to use for that one. Crafting. Ammo. I can do lots of stuff now. What am I missing for that? Oh, turkey skin, of course. A proximity bomb. Interesting. Okay. We got new toys. Now there was one other. I think she was in here, or he was in here.
Won't find better wares.
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer.
Ah,
Sun King
okay.
Avad
So
has
you want
named me
the
an
Banuk
envoy to
stuff.
the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
Yes, we have all of them. So, wooden figures?
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent.
Go right ahead.
Now they
You
see
can
him
call
as
me
a
a
kind
scrub
of
if you want.
wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them. If you have any.
I've got all of them.
You ready? Let's trade then.
You
What
said
about
the
you?
king named you an envoy to the Banuk?
Yes, I've been to Ben-Ur many times, and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage.
Oh, don't I know it? It's good. Boys are in bed. We're actually on time tonight, which is rare for a Saturday night. I was just saying that we're in the home stretch of the game right now. We have done pretty much all there is to do. I did a few things yesterday off stream just to kind of get us to the point. Like I did one quest and I did a bunch of just other side questy stuff like go find stuff, or I did the hunter trials, which allowed us to get some stuff. But otherwise, it's all good. How are you? I saw a picture on Twitter the other day, yesterday or this morning, I think. It looked like you were at a convention or something for something, and met a voice actor from the new Final Fantasy.
Come on back if you find any Banuk goods.
We did that already.
Justice Durval deserves his opportunity speed.
you want? What the hell is that for? Which is an unofficial fan gathering for Final Fantasy fans. Aha!
Everyone needs a splash of color in their
Not that
lives.
guy.
Come,
Not that
let's
one.
go.
Wonderful. I've got all the best goods here. Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Not that one. You managed to get a voice actor for Barrett, the upcoming for Fang for Final Fantasy 13. That's cool.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
It won't do it.
Meeting the voice actors for beloved characters is really neat, especially when they just sit there and they talk to you, and then you're just kind of like, "Holy shit, I know that voice!" Like it's weird sometimes when you hear it. Like I got to meet Kevin Conroy, so he's the voice actor for Batman, the animated series. I mean, that was the voice of my adolescence. I mean, it was really something being able to meet him. What was really cool about it was we were at New York Comic Con, and we were in line to meet him. I got his autograph we actually have a DVD set for the Batman animated series, so I had him sign that.
Well traveled?
My youngest was sitting there, or my oldest
would
was
like
there
to
with
talk to
us.
you.
He was young at the time, and it was right around his birthday, so he started talking to him in the Batman voice, which is not far off from his normal voice, really. All he has to do is just drop down an octave, and that's the Batman voice. It was really cool.
Sure.
His eyes lit up, and not gonna lie, so did mine.
I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Yes. I remember you. Did you find the vessels I seek?
He's super nice, though. Super
yes.
nice.
Trade quickly. I have work to do. I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure
New
to
York
delve
Comic
into the
Con
ruins.
is big.
You're everything I'm not. Strong.
There is
brave,
a
active.
lot going on at New York Comic Con. Sorry, this is the point where we gotta go through and open up all this crap up. No, San Diego is the biggest. New York is right behind it, but San Diego is number one. Jesus, how many did we get? There's no reason to have anything but purples in our gear at this point. There we go. I would love to someday get to San Diego, just to be able to see it would be really cool. There's a big one in Chicago in a couple of weeks, but I'm already booked for that weekend, which sucks because they've got a couple of folks from the TV show Arrow that are doing a panel there, and since the show is ended, it would be neat to see, but unfortunately, I've already got stuff for starters. Second of all, it requires me to buy tickets and go to Chicago. You know, and that whole job thing is kind of a bear. It's in San Diego this November. That would be a long flight from where you're at, man.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
No, we can't.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies.
Oh, it's a long story.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Marad?
No, not yet.
But I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Okay. We'll go talk to Marad. Something about Marad just... I don't know about him.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sun Belt.
Hold on.
Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
Okay. So, you didn't miss a ton. So, I was telling Unknown a couple things. So, yesterday I played a little bit off stream. Nothing fantastic that needed to be on stream. Anyway, I just want to drop in and say, hey, but need sleep, gonna go pass out. Have a great stream. Unknown, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it as always. Go get some sleep. I know it's like 4 a.m. for you right now. Son, first of all, welcome. So yesterday I did a few things. So one, I went out and I found the rest of the vantage points. I found the rest of the Banuk figurines and the rest of the metal flowers. So that was one of the big things I did. The other thing that I got around to doing was I went and I did the hunter trials. So not necessarily storyline, but just go out there. You need to sit there and do something in a very specific manner in a very specific period of time. Some trial and error, some pain in the ass kind of stuff. So I figured that's probably a good way to do it. The last thing that I did was I happened upon a quest giver, and he just basically he gets visions of some form by drinking machine blood. So you'd sit there and you'd bring him something, and he goes, oh, okay, here's something, go kill this machine. Then you'd go do that, come back, he'd drink it, he'd tell you something else, like he did this 4 or 5 times. So it was stuff like it was a thunderjaw, it was a stormbird, it was a bunch of stuff. That's it. So then tonight, right before you got here, we went back to the Hunter's Lodge. We picked up all sorts of new weapons because we completed all of the hunter trials at the highest level. So we have a new bow, a new rope caster, and a new sling. And each one of those kind of, it gives us an ability we didn't have before. So like we can shoot electricity and frost, which we didn't have with in arrow form before. And then, no, didn't miss those. I went through and got those because I wanted to make sure we had them. And then right now we just finished the quest where go talk to Avad. So we just did. We kind of gave him the what's what, and then he tells us go talk to Murad so you can plan the defense of the Spire and the defense of Meridian. That's where we are right at this very second.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
I will do that. So the Spire.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
All right, so now what? So, son, first of all, hi. How was your day? How was Saturday? What's going on?
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Okay. Visit both defense sites. Just got back up after killing on this way to straighten it out. You know what? I've been there. I've done it. Where you have to sit there and you gotta sit there and crash out. Absolutely. Wait a minute. Go back and talk to Avad. Make sure that he's all good. No, you know what? Visit both defense sites. We're gonna go do that first. We're going to do some fast travel first before we get into anything else, because I want to make sure that we get all the story in that we can. I also made sure that Doggo has gone out before we started streaming tonight, so he doesn't have to sit there with those big brown eyes and go, "Dad, can I go outside?" Please. Yes, unlimited. Best item so far. Apparently there is also an achievement for knocking down all of the target. There's 25, I believe, target dummies. So there's an achievement for knocking all of those down.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring forges. so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Need me to test one out?
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those
Go make
bandit
cheese
raiders
dip.
did.
I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. We're just going to sit there and I'm going to putter around.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
I will find the target dummies. They're all back in the Nora land. So once we kind of finish the main story, we'll go back and do the achievement for that. I promise.
Have you just polished that armor, Peter?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
Wow, this... you know what I'm getting right now? I'm getting at the tail end of Mass Effect 3, where you have to go through all of your crew and you have to go and talk to each one of them. That's what this is. This is... You're going to get to talk to all of the people that you've done quests for and done stuff with throughout the entire game. That's what we're doing.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Lucid?
As many as I have to. Isn't that?
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
Can be.
Nil.
Before.
We got him! He's back!
Nil?
Hey, they told me her name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by many. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Yup.
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist? Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh, hell yeah. Nil's back. Cool.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
I can't believe that they only make this that this is a optional quest.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
It's not what I imagined when I was aboard.
Okay, who else do we have over here? Who's this?
Alita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs, anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him, for both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment, every dawn and dusk. I should give you this, to help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Alita. Be safe.
What did you give us?
She's not pacing around here.
Okay, you didn't give us anything.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
That's a
Some Osram
nice
girl applied to the
spear,
city
Uthid.
guard the other day.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Enough, woman.
Okay, so this is her journals that they said that were coming back. So they sent a ship of people into outer space. Pacific Deluxe Shelter. Terminal phase. Yeesh. Yikes. Okay. We go to the spire and we go talk to people over there. That's some pretty heavy that's some pretty heavy reading when you think about it, because they're basically like the humans just see extinction coming, and it's at their own, you know, they did it themselves. So that's the spire. Okay. Extraction teams. Lordy. Just reading some of the journal entries of them just watching the inevitability of death coming is really something. The writers were really on their game for this. Now to nuke everything. We're getting there. Come here, buddy. Hell yeah. I don't want to run over anybody if I don't have to.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
One thing that you did miss, and I can go back for, I guess. Nil is here. They sat there and they found him, and Nil is here for the fight. So when Ross killed him in his playthrough, we got some final catharsis with him.
Better keep my eyes open.
So he's here to help us out.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Lead the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
We had the dice, some bit of shredded Fiesta blend cheese, some seasoning, some flake black pepper, and now to nuke it in the patented radio range. That sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. What was I gonna say? There was one other thing. Oh, I was saying while you were away, this section of visit the defense sites has all the flavors of Mass Effect 3, where you're kind of going through, and I guess in some of the other ones too, but 3 was really definite. Was where you kind of had to go through and you would talk to each one of the people from your each one of the people in your crew you go through and talk to and kind of have that final moment. That's what this is. Cheese dip. My stomach was bothering me, so I only had peanut butter and jelly for dinner tonight. I'm thinking at some point tonight I got some cold cuts at the grocery store today that I may need to go and break those suckers out, because I'm feeling better, and I'm also feeling hungry. I don't think we've been up here. The one last speech before the lost cause. Yeah, kinda.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Nope.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Aww.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
I say the two of them get together. I bet you.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here.
Yes, you
I
do.
will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Okay. She's in a good mood. Yeah, Aloy definitely has a bit of the femshep in her. Most definitely.
guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. There used to be cards. Cards are always yammering about sun and shade.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's...
big.
Big.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear
I
that?
like these guys.
Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
So, I gotta tell you, that new armor and everything that we got is definitely the hotness. Like, it's really something. Yeah. Finish close, but not quite there. Jesus. Just reading, while you were making cheese dip, I was reading some of the stuff, some of her journals, and it's just the writing and everything that they put into it of humanity just seeing, it's like Judgment Day from Terminator, like just knowing what's happening and just seeing it all coming was really kind of, you know, just the way that this is written is just so good. Oh boy. We saw that one already. All right. All right, we are as prepared as going to be. We have seen everything, we've done everything, we've talked to everybody. We're it. We're done.
Won't cost you a shark.
Actually, I want to go talk to Avad real fast. Make sure that we don't miss anything with him. Stranded necklace, stranded shackles, stranded necklace. Okay. No idea what some of this stuff is. Blue gleam. What is that? Valuable to merchants. Ah. For specialized merchants. Okay. Don't know where those guys are. But apparently there's something special about them. Okay. That requires looking up. Ah, it's the Frozen Wilds. Well then, we're gonna go back and we're gonna buy some of this stuff. Okay.
Able-bodied adventurers. I've heard an army march
You
through the
again.
gates. Is it
I'd
true?
never forget a face I've lost shards to.
Alright, where is the bridge to the prince or the king? Okay, so blue gleam is something that we're going to be using at some point in the future.
Like what I have for sale, I promise. I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like.
There we go. Found it.
I'm afraid all we can do is wait. Get some rest, though. It's a problem.
Yeah, we've pretty much talked to everybody. I want to make sure that we talk to Avad one more time. Because he asked, he's like, did you speak to him? And we've spoken to him.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Oh, alright, well I guess that's it.
Color's changing. Sun's going down.
You still want to talk? I might need a hanky.
We talked to you.
I'll
Wow.
see you later.
I hope so.
Okay. They screwed that one up. He should not be there at this point. Well, you're supposed to go back and get rest, so it's possible that we just sleep and see what happens. Like that he should not have been there because we already talked to him. He was already, where we needed him to be. So that should have been elsewhere.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Wasn't sure.
Roland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
They're not necessarily indie. I mean, they did. I was looking at their Guerrilla Studios on their website. They did the Killzone, I think it was the name of the series. So they've got a few. They've got a few things that they've done that are big enough. Okay, there's no way back. I gotta understand that. We've done everything. I mean, there's more. There's no quests left. We've done those. That one is the DLC. Live, love, play. You're getting here just in time. Are they still considered indie? Okay. When I sit there and I think indie, I think it's more along the lines of like the smaller studios. But yeah, dude, we are right before the final battle. So I was telling Son. So yesterday I went through, did all the Hunter Lodge trials at the Blazing Sun level. Every single one of them. Went through. I picked up all of the flowers and the mugs and the Banuk things. I've traded all that stuff in. We're as prepped as we're gonna get. We did the whole walkthrough of like they did in Mass Effect 3 where like the captain touring the ship before battle, a hopeless battle. So we've done all of that. So we are at the point where we are ready to go. But we have done everything here. I mean, we did these. I don't know why they're still open because we did those. But did them all. Everything is done. No way back. And this armor is awesome. This armor is ridiculous in battle. Yes, I went back to the Hunter Lodge and I got the weapons. So I have a bow that will let me shoot electricity and frost and corruption now. I didn't have that before. I got the sticky bomb detonation perimeter bomb launcher. I got all that. So as I said, we're as good as it's gonna get. We have gotten everything at this point. And there was one quest that we found. I found it's a guy that drinks machine blood, so he does it as kind of a way of prophesizing. So it was I drink this, go get this, drink this, go get this. So it was like 4 or 5 things that you had to go and kill. So also we found tonight, as you kind of go through, and if you remember because you did this, the whole touring the battlegrounds and speaking to everybody, you killed him, but we have Nil here. So if you don't kill him, he shows up at the end of this, and you get to talk to him. That might affect... Oh, crap. Really? Shit. I can always reload from save.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a wait like
But
this.
say whatever you want.
How did you, Rost? After you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Okay, that's fine.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Dude. Great. Oh, they've got lots of those. I now count 3 of them so far.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do what she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
This guy.
Heal us!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
No, he won't.
Not this time!
Time to go.
You should have fought me in a Sunday.
This is it for...
Why do you fight?
Can't let him in close.
Move.
Accept it. Accept your weakness. Only endless night.
Bridge can't take much more of this. Damn it. Blocked again.
Come on.
Giving way!
What are you for the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
Come on, buddy.
I'm chosen. This was not meant to be.
Watch it. Yes, sir, it is.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that.
You! Yeah, just sat there and took that Deathbringer gun like it was nothing.
Not too much already.
Come to daddy, we got weapons.
Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a can on the platform.
No, don't do that.
Time to go.
Machine from the west.
Bye. Okay, sorry. I didn't know if that was to me or not, so I was just...
South! They're coming from the south!
Gotta get to another platform.
I really don't.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
I'm all good.
It's taking a shot at me. It's up.
No sign. A lull in the attack. Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
We're good. I'm prepared.
Raise arms again. Wait.
Owie.
Here it comes. Better move.
Stop hitting me. For real?
Shadows, descend on us.
What's over there shooting at us now? Jesus. Shit. Where'd it go? Damn it!
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Whew.
Incoming!
That's not good. What the hell is that? Hades?
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Deb?
My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going.
They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Jesus, this is nutty. Can't see where you're going.
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls for you.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow Demon.
I think I almost missed this. But where you must go now, I can't follow.
Bye, Nell.
Take the fight to the spire, Aloy. Meridian will hold, or my marks of honor mean nothing.
This is awesome. This is not good. Oh, that's our hunter person. Our Banuk hunter person. Oh, corruption. Screw you. So, Ross, let me guess. You were going to basically say you should probably go through and do the DLC stuff before you go through and do this? Gotcha.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
That's not good. The good part is we can always come back and do it again. More of them. Oh, goody. Run away. Run away. Biomass conversion initiated. Fucking hell. That's not good.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Gamora. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there. going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Nope, no holding back. Time to kick some ass.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
You don't have to.
We're about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up.
Yep.
Last chance.
I should find a way to sit there and get my heart monitored on my watch. Sit there and somehow link to this because my heart is going nutty right now. What now?
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Shit.
Deathbringer, right there!
brought in reinforcements.
Don't let them overrun us!
I know, use this thing's cannon to shoot it off.
them out!
Nope, no gun.
More of them on the way.
Right.
All of you, focus on the new machines!
Oh, yes we do.
Last one down, for now. We still stand, and they do not.
Time I've got left. I can do this. My way's clear.
It's down! Time to do what you came for, Aloy.
Wasn't so bad.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Okay, we're gonna let this roll. Because that was worth it. They earned it. Oh. There was a post-credit scene. Okay, good thinking. So the one thing we did that I read that we didn't hear about yet is apparently they launched a thing into orbit or to another planet or something like that. So we don't know what all that's all about yet and what happened to them. I did. That's the same shape. It's the same shape that has been around all of the metallic flowers. I was thinking that as we were doing that, it's the same shape that they've been all around the flowers. Wow. Okay, so let's go over... Let's go over all of the... Let's go over all the AIs. You had the Hades one, which we knew about. You had Gaia. You had Apollo. There was Minerva, which was one of them that they went over. I think the only one that they didn't necessarily go over was Artemis. No, Hephaestus was the one that helped them, that helped the AI kind of invent and build the machine. So that one we got. But Artemis, I think, was the only one that was never covered. Artemis was the one that reseeded the world. Okay. Oh, the Elysium was the incubator for humanity. Yes. Whew. Boys and girls, that was something else. This was definitely worth the price of admission. And now, the next thing that we get to do is we get to go through into the Frozen Wilds and see what all of that's about. Now, I think we know the answer to this, but they had said that there was a point where there was a signal that was sent, and that's what kind of started Gaia's downfall. That was the deletion of Apollo from Ted Faro, correct? I don't know. Lots of special thanks. Geez, we're only in the K's. No, well, so it was hundreds of years or so from when Horizon Zero Dawn went, like a lot of the stuff started happening, and from then to now, or from then to 19 years ago, right? Those are all the babies that happened during development. Lots of them. Okay, after credits scene. But we didn't do the Frozen Wilds yet. And I don't want to skip it because I don't want to sit there and I don't want to skip past the stuff. Well, I figure if we do it this way, if we do it now, we won't have to do it again after we finish Frozen Wilds. Time's at 12 o'clock. Okay, took us 2 hours to get to this point. Looking at some of the cast, see if there's anybody I recognize. Tressa Brooks did quite a few in here, it looks like. Steve First. I wonder if that's Stephen First as in Babylon 5 Stephen First. But he died before 2017. I mean, it's entirely possible that that was Stephen First of Babylon 5 fame, but Allie Hillis, there's a name I recognize. Okay, so not Steven first, Babylon 5 guy. Got it. Jennifer Hale. These are all the motion capture guys. I like that they used Ashley Birch for some of it. Liam O'Brien. I don't recognize the name. What's he done? Oh, he's Illidan. Oh. Okay. Also on Critical Role. Okay. I need to check that out. I hear, I mean, a lot of people sit there and they go and they watch that, and I have never actually watched. Like I said, I wanna make sure I get that end credit, that after credit scene, but I don't want to. I want to see it, but I also want to kind of move on and do other stuff. But I don't want to accidentally screw up and not see it. Warning, it's about 300 4-hour episodes of voice actors playing D&D. That doesn't entirely interest me, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking once we finished, once we finish Frozen Wilds, it's going to be up between. So we've got several games that we can play, but the ones that I'm kind of looking at specifically are Spider-Man, God of War. Spider-Man's already installed. God of War isn't. I know some folks want me to sit there and play Bloodborne, but I'm like, I don't know. I think that's going to get kind of boring because I'm not really good at it. I also have The Last of Us, and I have the Uncharted series, 1 through 4. So I've got some options as to what we actually get ourselves into. I saw Afro play a bunch of God of War, so I'm familiar with the story and whatnot, but I still want to kind of go through it myself. Spider-Man, I mean, just being a Marvel fanatic, like that one is kind of like a no-brainer that we're gonna play. But I've also, you've got, there's a lot of story games that are kind of in the pipeline. You really want to play Spider-Man. Got it. I am not buying any more games on Steam. Son, if I showed you what my Steam library looked like and exactly how much of it is unplayed, no can do. I have got so much, I've got so much backlog, and I think the only game that I actually have that is pre-ordered for the year is the new Vampire the Masquerade game. So that one I wanna end up playing. Ross and I are eventually going to play. We're eventually going to play Mech Warrior 5, so we're going to get into that. I've got Jedi Order, this new Star Wars game, which I've got installed, haven't played yet, because I wanted to get into this. And I've got Detroit Become Human that I want to play. Detroit Become Human may be one of those games I play off stream, not because there's just a lot more story to that, and I think that one might be kind of boring to sit there and watch. Like this one, yes, there's a lot of story, but there's also a lot of, fighting and all that kind of stuff. Pardon me. I actually want to get something to eat too. I'm hungry. Dinner was kind of crappy for me tonight. Right, like there's a lot of stuff about Detroit Become Human that obviously story-wise and whatnot, I wanted to play it. But I just think that's a lot of, it's heavy. I think it's heavy. I don't necessarily know if it makes for a great stream game or not. So that's my only concern, is that it may just not necessarily be great for streaming it. I've heard it called skippable life content as prominent QuickTime event simulator. There's a lot of story to it. It's graphically really neat, and I've seen people play it. I want to see like exposed to the story. Like part of the reason why I got this was so that I could experience, this story. I mean, this was one of the reasons why I got the system, was so that I could play this game. Even though, yes, there's talk of it coming to PC. Jesus H. This is a hell of a long thing. Like I said, I wanna give credit where credit is due, but I also want to move on with my night. And I also want to see the after credit thing. Yeah, we're in the corporate credits. I know, we got to be getting close. Half hour of credits. No. What was I gonna say? Crap. I mean, I was looking at the overall played hours. Roughly 60 hours of gameplay, and I like to think that we've got, we went through and got quite a bit of the content here. So that was definitely worth the wrong thing. What was this? I got this over Christmas. I got this as they had it on sale. I think it was like $15. It was like $9, $15. It was something. It was cheap. $9.99. So 60 hours of gameplay, give or take. A fantastic story, something that I will cherish for $9.99. That is money well spent. And I know some folks would sit there and go, go sell the game back. Hell no. Go sell the game for you. Go get something else. Hell no. This is one of those things that you hold on to. It's one of those cherished memories of. It's like the gold cartridge of Nintendo. If you've still got one of those. Oh, it's totally full price. It's well worth it. $9.99 was hella worth it. I'm falling asleep here, y'all. We did Europe, we did the Americas, and now we did Asia. We've got to be getting close. So God of War I got for $9 too. They had a big sale on stuff around Black Friday. The Uncharted remastered series I'm looking forward to, and Spider-Man I'm looking forward to. Spider-Man is going to comes with all the DLC. Don't do that to me. I'm a big fan of Nolan North. If you've ever had a chance to watch it, I've played it on stream a little bit. He plays what the hell is the word? Deadpool. And is hysterical in the game. If you can find it somewhere, great. Look for some of the stuff on YouTube. It is hysterical to watch. It's honestly like watching the movie. And I mean, it's breaking the fourth wall. It's the whole bit. So I know that he voices the guy in the Uncharted series. So I've got Uncharted 1 through 4 ready to play. So we're going to do that eventually. And we're going to do, like I said, we've got God of War, we've got Spider-Man, we've got The Last of Us. Once we get all through that, it'll probably be fall, and it'll be time to sit there and I remember seeing a clip of him beating an unconscious Wolverine for 3 minutes. Yes. If you get an opportunity, Ross, look for Deadpool going to the bathroom in the game. And if it's probably 4 or 5 minutes, 3-4 minutes long. Hysterical to watch. Japan, Asia. What do you mean? Come on, now you're combining them. No, but if you happen to notice some of the names in here, this is... Yeah. This is where Gorilla is. This is Sweden, I think, isn't it? This is what Dark Souls need, a sun. Oh, yeah. No, I have not yet. I want to. Because that may push me enough into looking at Bloodborne again. It's just frustrating playing Bloodborne in some of these Dark Souls games, especially at the beginning, because it's just like you never actually get anywhere. You keep dying, you never get anywhere. You keep dying, you never get anywhere. You're like, fuck. It's one of the reasons why... Right, you die every few seconds. I play games to sit there and enjoy myself. I play it to relieve stress, not cause stress. And the Dark Souls games are that. They are there to cause stress. So if I don't end up beating it or playing it, I won't be necessarily upset. I know Smoking Man and Unknown will be upset that I don't do it, but because I know they want me to, they want it just for, well, yeah, they're sadistic, but come on, I want the after credits scene. I'll tell you right now, when we finish Frozen Wilds, we're not watching credits roll again. Nope. We may go back through and do the boss fight again, just to kind of see everybody else, like whatever new allies we get. But we're not doing this again. They're getting their half hour. Hey, don't get me wrong. I grew up on hardcore Mario. I grew up on that stuff. But there comes a point where, as an adult, I could sit there and go, you know what? I'm going to put this game down because I'm not enjoying myself. I'm not going to beat my head against a wall for however many hours, no matter how... If you can't do it, you're not a real gamer reaction people might have about it. That's fine. I will play other stuff. Yes, my reasoning, rational. At this point, I could have gone, made a sandwich, and come back. The problem is that if I go and do that, I know I'm going to sit there and I'm going to miss. Like, the moment I stand up, that's when it's going to go. That's exactly what it means. I get enough sadism out of XCOM. Yeah. Come on. We've got to be towards the end now. Gotta be. Okay, good. No, don't do that. Don't. Don't.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
But... Shit. Well, son, that explains your comment about wait till the end. Of course, there's going to be a way to, there's going to be a way to sit there and do a sequel to this. So that explains that comment. Skill points. Okay. All right. We are going to take a quick break. I am going to grab a bite to eat real quick. I'm going to turn on some music, and I'll be right back. I'm not done, but I can be quiet about this somewhat. One of the things I was kind of looking at here was... Go back to the screen. Some of the game progression and whatnot, and just some of the statistics. Just some of the things, the amount of things that I've killed, and which, you know, how things were done. 55 hours, most of which, with the exception of what I did yesterday on stream. What was the thing I was going to look at? So, game completion, just the normal game completion, 97%. I'd say that's probably the closest I've gotten to 100%ing a game before. So I'm curious, Ross, what was your percentage when you got done? Quests. You don't need to do it now. I was just curious what your percentage was. And I apologize for eating on stream. I don't necessarily like doing it, but I'm starving at this point. I didn't really have lunch today. Dinner was peanut butter and jelly, so now I'm hungry. Tell you what though, Kroger totally got me at the grocery store today. I was at the deli counter. I was asked to get turkey. Totally fine. I was just going to get turkey. Be done with it. Behind me, they had a... Here, try some of this. They had some Boar's Head London broil roast beef. That's what I'm having right now. They got me with it. It was good.
This must be the pass Matur was talking about. With Banuk territory just above.
Damn the samples. If it wasn't for the samples, I wouldn't have gotten the roast beef today, but... Damn if that roast beef wasn't good. And the samples that they were giving out were thick pieces of it, too. Which was really kind of like, okay, this is good stuff.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism.
Oh, shut
the
up,
Eclipse won't
Silence.
stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, Então you wish.
Touchy.
So he's got something to do with the Banuk, because that's the only reason why he's got that stuff. So I think we may be getting a little bit into his history, perhaps.
This one's a new predator. Some heat coming off it.
Fight me? Ow! What in the hell was this? A demonic scorcher. I don't like you. Main game 95.26, Frozen Wilds 90.81. Okay. I was just curious because I know how much of a 100%er you are for stuff. I was curious where I ended up in comparison. I figure I'm going to need goat bone or something like this. At some point, I may as well grab it now. Also, Frozen Wilds is the only DLC that they did for this game.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Gotcha.
There's frost between my teeth.
Ha! You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
It would have been neat to see some of the Osram stuff.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
That's a volcano.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it before.
Ray's been gone a long time, but she will return. You must believe she will return. In times like these, you must not forget the importance of ceremony. You who died on Thunder's drum, your songs will not be forgotten.
Okay. Oh, crap. Forgot about that.
The young hunters have learned a lesson from Thunder's drum.
This isn't Skyrim.
Big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
In times like these, let's not forget the importance of ceremony.
This isn't Skyrim. They don't sit there and stone you for opening up supply crates.
To return to us, they say. And yet here.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
What, are they gonna eat them?
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
That's not a good sound.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies. Our prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
So, tell me about the Banuk.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin, like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. Not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Excuse me. All right, tell us about Aurea.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
What do you know about Aratak?
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What's a Warwick? Kind of like a tribe?
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Aha. So what's an ashram like you doing up here?
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this still forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
Who's we, Paleface?
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
Okay, so what are we going to do about this Damon?
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rats. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Araya or Thunderstorm. Maybe worth a shot.
Okay, I'm going to look at machine catalog. Blaze canister, mine launcher, and a power generator. Okay. Demonic machine. Oh, goody. Yeah. This doesn't look good.
In the perfect barrack, any one of the hunters would be suited to be.
Keep your spear sharp.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good.
I know that voice.
Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Araya knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
Don't be a jerk.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Don't worry, they've got enough stuff to worry about. They don't need that.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Okay. Tell me about your tribe here.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Okay. Tell me about the expedition to Thunder's Drum.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
For deeds to words, huh? Okay. I just sat there and took out Hades, Metal Devils, and all. I'm not worried about whatever it is that you've got coming.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
Musical instrument?
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
Okay, sudden deluge, so it just flooded for some reason?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
Okay, where is this thing?
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
And you've got stuff for us. Hello! Huh. So we need 26. I need 42. Say hi to the best bows. Yeah, I've kind of figured. Red Panda coming over with the host. Wow, big host tonight. Thank you, girl. How are ya? How is everything going tonight? How was your stream? What were you playing? How was everything? Everybody, great stream. Started with art, led to Ark, then ended with Dead by Daylight. Cool. Well, you are catching us. You're catching us in the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn. Probably about I'm gonna say about an hour ago, we finished the main campaign. We did all of that. So, yeah. Hell of a story.
Have real responsibilities and don't have time to spend all day.
Hell of a story. So if you have an opportunity to play it at some point, by all means do. It really is fantastic.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this...
Yeah, I know. I need to figure out what the hell to do with them.
To do that, I need to talk to her apprentice and follow the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a...
I don't know what I would...
tinker?
That's just the thing is, I'm not entirely sure what I would do for channel points, you know?
In the middle like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Nope. There will not be any Twitch singing going on this channel. Nobody needs to see or hear any of that. Nah. Nah. That is the quickest and easiest way to lose whatever... Hey, buddy. That is the quickest and easiest way to lose whatever people I might have here, would be to do that. Ain't nobody wanting any of that nonsense. Ooh, I see a tall neck.
Forget what warmth feels like out here.
That could be doable. That could be doable. That's a good one. I have thought about doing a friend of mine does one where it's you use points and it turns on song request for an hour, which would normally be fine if it was something not like, say, this, because like what is it? When I do like a let's and like I upload this stuff to YouTube, they can get kind of testy about some of that. As it is, I get a copyright. Hey, just so you know, for my alerts.
Scavengers have just gotten started.
Oh god. That's not so bad. Oh god, he's still sitting there. He's chilling. Come here. There you go. That one. All right, Panda. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for entrusting your people to my care. I promise I will treat them very, very well. I need alert command too. There's some things I do need. I would suggest you get enough points and you get your name as a mech pilot and mech warrior. You can customize that. That would be a good one. Good thinking, son. No. Come back here, birdie. Where'd you go? There you go. Jesus, what the hell else is up here? Demonic scrappers. Great. Haha, you dead.
That's the last of the scavengers. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it.
That's a good idea. Let's activate that.
Inside its head.
We're gonna go find what we need. Really? Oh crap, no ammo. Not good. Move. So far, aside from that one, I really haven't found anything all that impressive. Like, I'm not entirely worried by anything that we've seen so far. Tall neck array. Oh, okay, we got that. I'm willing to bet we will probably come up against things that I should be more worried about, but thus far I have not seen them. So, LLP, what do you have on tap for... Oh, shit. Owie. those are a bit tougher than I had expected. And I have not found a good way to sit there and defeat them yet. Okay. Knucklehead. You know what I'm talking about. Like, what have you got on tap for the weekend? Mine launcher.
No, this thing is dangerous.
Could have used that. I'm afraid to go anywhere near those things because I think they might explode. Took the wife to a hockey game today. Cool. Got 14 left. Well, let's see if we can't go find some trouble. No, you don't. And of course the podcast. That's true. I forgot about that. How'd that go today? This snow sucks. Oh, the podcast is tonight. It's technically Sunday. Got it. Okay. So I have to ask, what did you think of the new episode of Picard? What were your thoughts on oh, what the hell was the name of the title? The one basically where you always have to be. Oh shit. Absolute candor. Right, I didn't get to see that. I did not get to see that, so I was curious what your thoughts on it were.
tonic part's still in one piece.
The idea of the Romulan warrior nuns who speak only the truth, it's so brilliantly counterculture for the normally secretive. Absolutely, I thought the same thing. It's like, wow, this is so different from any of the normal, you know, Romulan behavior.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was.
There's the last piece.
Okay, I'm right. Just need to get the power flowing through. Nothing wrong. In a place no one's watching.
Okay, how do we turn this thing back on? Do we just turn it on, or do we do some mumbo? Oh, never mind.
That should wake you up. Easy. Right, it's never easy.
No, don't do that. We need to jump on it. But, oh, Aloy, you did something stupid.
No way I'll be able to take a machine that big down. I think I can leap onto the tonic from here.
Yeah, but now I gotta wait. Damn it. Eleanor is a fun new character. I'm looking forward to his development. I'll say this. The surprise reveal of 7 of 9 was definitely unexpected. I was not expecting that. And this was one of, if I remember correctly, this was one of Frakes' episodes that he directed. Oh, Marone, I gotta wait until he pats back around. Well, we're gonna be here for a minute. I'm just curious how they're gonna sit there and make, you know, a lifetime of Borg influence go away after, I mean, 20 years. I mean, it was like, the way of speaking and all that is like, that's the only thing she's ever known. So I'm curious how they kind of walk back the idea of her talking like normal again. I mean, granted, it's 20 years. On the flip side of that, I'm curious to see how much Voyager backstory they bring into it. Because if you remember, she and Chakotay are supposed to get together, or we're going to get together, and you kind of find out that things happen and they die. Or she dies, Chakotay kind of has problems. So I'm curious if they're going to pay any sort of homage to that and have Chakotay and her at some, like, have her mention him at some point. Oh, good. Well, he's not at least this far. At least he's not going too far away. Oh, she definitely has a hard-ass edge. It's just, it'll be interesting to see how they... Well, I know 20 years have passed. Alright, buddy.
Now I just have to reach its head.
Yep. Give me everything I want. Give me all of your knowledge. Thank you. Wow, this is a lot bigger than I thought this was going to be. Like, a lot bigger. Like, it feels, I mean, I'm zoomed out, but it feels a lot bigger than I had expected. I guess. Get another, what time is it? 1:45. Okay. We're not going to do too much more just because it is getting late. But we're going to go get another fire, campfire. And I think that we'll take a look at that quest, the waterlogged quest, and then that I think will be the last bit of it tonight. I mean, I want to make sure that we got some folks getting late, and we sat through 20 minutes of credits. Right.
All the winters coming at once.
20 minutes of credits. It felt like a whole lot more than that. Not the thing I wanted to shoot. Owie. Oh god. Oh god. Not expecting to come up on a... Jesus. I was not expecting to come upon a herd.
No space.
Now, I know that they have other armors and whatnot, but I have a feeling that the armors aren't going to be nearly as good as the Badger. Okay. I have a feeling that the armors aren't going to be as good as the shield armor. where is it? There it is. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go with that other fire thing, and then we're gonna go. We shall check out the. We shall check out the. This is interesting. What the hell? Demonic Snapjaws. Looks like they weren't pains in the asses before. Now we've got demonic versions of them. Yay. Ooh, what do you got to sell, my man? Okay, so badgers we're gonna need to find because I want to get that map for where all that blue gleam crap
This was the
is.
ruin Lowlight was talking about. Leaked in. Flooded too, like she said. Snowballs. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river and find its source. Seems simple enough.
Follow the river upstream. Does the mount right? It works here too! Hell yeah! Oh, that's awesome. Go that way. Wrong thing. Quest. Which way is upstream? This way. Being able to just sit there and call a mount, that's awesome. Apparently I can't drive, though. Alright, that's it. I think we can call it for tonight. I think we've done quite a bit of... No, wrong thing. We've done quite a bit of work. We finished the overall game. So I consider that to be pretty substantial work for a Saturday night. So let's see who's online. A very successful night, correct. Let's see who may still be online. Let's see. We'll go check out Lord of Goats. He is playing He's playing Daemon Ex Machina. So we will go give him some love. So first of all, everybody that came out tonight, thank you. Everyone that has kind of stuck with us for the Horizon Zero Dawn streams up until now, thank you. It's been a lot of fun having you here. We've still got all sorts of DLC to go, so it's not going anywhere. But everybody have a great weekend, have a great night, and I will see everybody on Tuesday night. More of this, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So have a great night, everybody.